We're gonna start out with people talking about their characters.
It's Mr.
Give us
Rogers.
give us a name and a brief description. Whatever backstory that you would have shared with the party would be good too. And once we get done with that, we'll start our adventure.
Nice.
You sound like Bob Ross.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm,
I'm thinking Mr. Rogers.
I'm definitely going for the smooth mellow time
Hmm.
because of current audience.
Happy little adventure party, everyone. Mistakes are okay.
As long as the dice make up for it. But yeah, we'll start with the left-hand side here. We'll quit with Chris.
All right, so my character is a. Let me pull up my sheet so I can try and say Aarakocra cleric, and his name is Flick. And basically, you all know it is he's from the elemental plane of air, and somehow got knocked here from an attack, and so he's basically trying to find his way home.
Okay. Ian.
Okay. There is Levi, who is in SMR. He wears, I believe it's half plate armor, but he doesn't fight like a fighter. He actually has spells, and the strange things about him are, one, he has a sword that the blade of the sword looks like what would be a unicorn horn. But he doesn't fight with that. It's just always at his side. And probably the strangest thing is, throughout all the fights and throughout everything, for some reason he always appears clean. He is never dirty, even in the middle of a fight. Everything about him is clean. He's very charismatic. However, he's one of those kind of frail looking model types. Looks a little strange wearing full plate armor, being that he could probably get beat by most girls in a arm wrestling competition. Let's see, since we met at the inn, he is mainly, when he does fight, he mainly shoots stuff out of his hands and goes from there.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh, it was Levi.
Thank you.
And I forgot another key feature is he has a pet owl named Strauss.
Yes.
David, you're next.
Hi, my name is Lou Wyvern, and I am a hedge mage. I'm learning. I'm getting the hang of it, I promise. Check out my earthwork, it's great. I don't wear armor, because why would I? That would get in the way of the magic stuff, probably. I am a shifter of the Vang, if I remember correctly. And basically, I have very Leonin features, but somewhere between a human and a lion, basically.
So you're a furry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're a furry.
I'm very hairy, like not quite saber-tooth hairy, but like full head of hair, like beard going on, like, so on and so on. There was actually a cool picture. I don't remember if I threw it in the group chat or not, but I will find it again and I'll throw it in the group chat so y'all can get a concept of what I look like. I am from.
You sent it to me.
Oh, okay. I'll grab it and send it to everybody then. I'm from this area down here near Termish and Goldmeyer, if I remember correctly. Some on the plains. That's where my tribe is from. Yep, near the Red Lip Woods.
Yes.
So I travel around for pride and fame and glory and, having a rightful time. So that's me.
Okay, we'll move on to Eric.
Okay, I am Meepo. I am a kobold, a rogue, who has his clan has been wiped out, so has essentially found this party as his clan now. Basically, he is a kobold in every sense of the word. Very clever, thieving, conniving. Yeah, you can probably imagine a kobold. I mean, there's a reason I picked Stitch as my avatar picture.
Hmm.
That's mostly it.
Laura.
All right. So I am playing Katya, who you all can refer to as Kat. She is a half elf who is in her 50s, I think. Yeah. She grew up with her human dad on a farm, and she joined the army where she had a battle that I'm pretty sure I wrote down where. And the Reaching Woods, where everybody was killed except her because her god, well, also fine. I'm really sorry. Saved her. You would think I would write these things down.
Started with an L.
Yeah. I'll dig it up. But so her main goal is to like kill the giant monster that like wiped everybody out because, well, it's killing people. And that's not cool because she's out there trying to get everybody to see the light within themselves and to harbor her own light in herself. And she can't do that if this monster's out here just randomly wiping out people left and right. And she's going to be a vegetarian. And that's what I know about her.
So, what is our party class makeup?
Not human.
No, what is our party class makeup?
Oh, paladin. And she's Oath of Ancients.
Okay, we have a paladin, a rogue. What is everyone else?
Cleric.
Cleric.
Mix.
Ian. A what?
Mix.
Oh, of. What?
Sorcerer and Warlock.
Sorcerer, warlock. And David, what are you? Warrior? Fighter, rather?
Sorry, Mike was muted. A barbarian.
Barbarian.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
He
this is
calls
more
himself
balanced
a
than
hedge
last time.
mage. That should be fun.
Hedge mage.
It's gonna be so much fun.
And it's Lathander. That's my god.
Lathander.
One of the other things I did forget to mention is that Click has an Aarakocra name, but it's basically whistles and clicks. Hence where the name Click came from.
So, like when you're signing formal documents, you sign it with a little onomatopoeia.
There you go.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to put in one picture, and I'm fixing that now. All right, there we go. All right. You awake. The party awakens just outside the high forest. You break camp and go over the quest that you have all been assigned after picking it up from a messaging board. It appears that the orcs have started unusual activity and have begun to leave the high forest and venture south. You know that they have overtaken a town to your south, which you went around to avoid a conflict. Further reports have said that the orcs are not. There's something wrong with the orcs' home, and they will not leave this town until whatever's bothering their home, affecting their home, is dealt with. You've been asked, higher ups in the kingdom, at least that's what this messaging board said, to figure out what it is. You are to go in, determine the source of the problem, fix it if you can, and if you cannot, report back to officials in Waterdeep. Okay. So, first question is, what's everyone's marching order?
What do you mean by marching order?
Like, how do you guys organize yourself? This is a new party, so I don't know the dynamics yet.
I will go first.
I will try to stay towards the middle.
Meeple stays near the big strong.
Well, you can either have me in the front or the back, whichever makes you more comfortable.
That would leave Levi in fourth then. This is what I have. Lou, Meepo, Click, Levi, Cat.
Okay. Well, it's gonna take me a while to remember what all these names are.
Yeah.
Who they are.
Well, David, Eric, Chris, Ian, Laura.
Sure. Works for me.
Okay. You did walk in under the dense canopy of trees, and you notice that the sounds that you heard before are largely muffled while you were walking through this forest. It seems that the thick plant growth from the canopy and various brush along the ground has really dampened outside sounds. If you were to listen hard, you could hear like the sounds of nature, squirrels running about on the upper canopy, birds crying out. But everything outside of the tree line you can no longer hear, and you continue to walk deeper into the forest, sticking to the pathways. As you get further and further in, the path gets more and more difficult to follow. Since Lou is in front, can you make a survival check for me?
Can I give him guidance?
You can give him guidance.
Sweet.
I'm rolling now. That's a plus 1d4 if I remember correctly, right?
Yes.
Right.
8.
8 total?
Yeah.
Come on, David. Setting the bar
I
pretty.
rolled a 1. I got a 4 on the d4. I got 3 on the skills. That's 8 total.
So
That's really bad.
So, Lou, you seem a bit distracted, talking to Meepo because he's an interesting little guy. He seems to be stuck to your leg at this moment. So you keep looking down towards him, and you don't seem to watch where you're going so much, and you have led the party off the path, and before you realize it, you don't see the path anymore.
Oops, we fell off a cliff.
No, you're just off of a game trail, which is essentially what the path became. Looking around, you're a little bit lost with a natural one.
Great.
This is starting off fantastically.
I'm just like whistling in the back.
Nice.
Make a perception check for me.
Maybe now I'm paying attention.
Maybe if we're lucky.
Oh, I am actually paying attention now. That's a 20 total, 17 base.
You see a cute little fawn running around a little baby skunk and rabbit.
That's nice.
Well, at least that
You're
means
the only one that sees this.
bad in here at the moment.
He points it out to the rest of the party as you see the little baby fawn, skunk, and rabbit.
I proceed to immediately chase the fawn.
Are you doing it stealthily?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
$26.
Okay. So while everyone else is enamored with looking at the animals, you don't notice Meepo slip away, and you notice him. You notice him suddenly 10 feet away from the skunk, the baby deer, and the rabbit.
Is this like a scene out of Bambi?
That's what I was just thinking.
You like we're in Bambi?
While we're looking at that, I'm gonna send Strauss up to see if he can find the path.
Okay. Make a perception check for Strauss. So what do you do now that you're 10 feet away from the animals?
Well, I proceed to immediately pounce on the fawn, cackling and laughing as I do so
Okay.
with my rapier.
Oh, you're attempting to slay it?
Sure.
Okay. Make an attack roll and a dex save.
We'll have to ask, are we in daylight?
It is the morning, you would say around 10:30.
So yes.
Okay, so it is daylight, so disadvantage it is.
Oh, we're in dense foliage, right?
It's
We have
no,
sunlight
it's
sensitivity. So when in sunlight, I have disadvantage on perception attacks. I'll leave it to DM to roll.
What do I use for bonuses for that? Do I use a regular owl's stats?
he's in the form of an owl, correct?
Yes.
Let's see. He's not a giant owl.
No.
So is the target in direct sunlight?
It's a very picturesque scene. The deer and all the animals are in a little sunbeam.
I need to know, Logan.
Yes.
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 Okay.
You get a +1 and advantage, Ian.
You said +1?
+1 and advantage as an owl.
Okay,
I
because
get a 10.
the skills that I looked up said it was perception +3.
Do they have passive oh yeah, okay, yeah. I missed that. Good catch.
Okay.
They have a perception +3 skill check.
And advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So he got a 16.
Okay. So suddenly you all see Meepo leap on top of this fawn and ram his rapier through the fawn's neck.
So that's my attack roll.
Yep.
And you say you want me to make a saving throw?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Deck save. Okay. So it's significantly less worse than it could be. All right, all this happens in an instant. Meepo lances the fawn in the neck. It lets out a startled cry. The skunk turns around and sprays at Meepo, and then the rabbit and the skunk run off. The fawn collapses under the weight of Meepo, and it kicks violently a couple times before it doesn't move anymore.
I grab at Meepo. I'm like, Meepo, why are you doing this? It wasn't doing anything.
It's good food.
We have rations.
By the way,
Yes, but this is good food.
Kat, now
Yeah.
that you've run up, you smell the skunk stink.
I don't
And-
grab Meepo.
Yeah, some of it got on Meepo. Not as much as it could have, but
I do not grab Meepo. I take that back.
yeah. You've Meepo, you would guess that you're gonna stink for like the next until you bathe.
How
To well
close?
bathe.
How close am I to him? Or am I close enough that I can smell it?
It's a pretty strong smell. Yeah.
Okay. I will get within 10 feet of him and press the digitation.
Okay. Suddenly the smell vanishes.
That's neat. It's like Febreze in your pocket. So yeah, I'm like standing over the dead fawn, like cackling with triumph, victory.
And then I
So
grab his
what?
hand and slap it and say, "No,
No, Meepo, get food.
we
Food
have
for
food."
clan. Always need more food rations.
No, Meepo. We find what we need, and when we're not in need, we don't take.
We save rations for later. We eat good tonight.
At least
By the
4
way-
out of us.
Ain't even mad. I'm kind of agreeing with him.
By the way,
Yeah.
Strauss, he comes back to you, and he turns his head in a certain direction, and kind of flaps his wings a little bit to go there.
All right. So I will point in the direction and say, "Hey, the trail's this way," and start walking.
I can't just imagine nothing but Bambi, but instead of a hunter being shot, it's a freaking kobold stabbing you in the neck with a rapier.
Now, I want to make sure I'm following all this correctly. We're in kind of a wooded area, right?
Very wooded. You're in the high forest.
Okay. So, so dense that we couldn't see the sunlight above the canopy?
It's shaded. It's the fawn happened to be standing in a direct sunbeam,
Uh-huh.
but you would say that it's shaded.
Okay. So if I'm above the canopy, I can still see them pretty okay?
It would be. You'd have to fly in between gaps to get a real good picture, but you would know where they were.
All right.
It'd
I'm
be-
going to do that because my walking speed is slower. So I'm going to go ahead and just take flight and keep an eye on everybody from above. And this way, I can also maybe guide us to get lost on the path.
Buddy.
She's got little nails, and she just drove it into my neck.
Oh,
Oh.
little Lara.
Well, I can be a little louder now. All right. So, with Levi taking the lead, you guys trudge in the direction indicated by Strauss.
Big strong
Um,
help clan help Meepo pull food.
Before we do that, I will walk over and pick up the fawn as long as it does not smell like skunk, and I will throw it on over my shoulder and take it with us.
I'm just
Okay.
shaking my head disappointedly.
Well, it's said now, it'd just be wasting good meat.
It shouldn't have happened in the first place.
I give a laughing cheer of approval at you helping me pick up the dough.
Air quotes, helping.
Just whenever I say laughing, I just picture Stitch's laugh from Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, so you guys find your way back to the trail. It's this one seems a little bit different, but it's it's another game trail. So and it looks like it's well used. So you'd imagine that following this would be pretty easy to go north, which is where you guys want to be because according to your reports, that's where the orcs have been coming from to the north. Put this into map terms. Let me hop back. Like you guys started down here, right?
I know.
Sorry, I'm having
And,
trouble on the map.
and as far as you know, orcs are around here. Okay. You guys follow this path throughout the day, largely uneventful. Eventually, the sun starts to go down. And twilight starts to hit. It's like the twilight in the canopy. Everything turns like a deep orange in the setting light. What do you guys want to do?
As we were traveling, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Katya says that we should look for a place to camp soon.
Where would you all like to camp?
With my advantage of being up in the sky, can I go ahead and just find us a clearing? That would probably be best to camp.
From your advantage in the sky, you see a clearing. It looked like it would be like a couple hundred yards in front of the party. They can't see it through the dense trees, but you see a clearing.
I passed the message on to everybody. Hey, there's a clearing up a little bit of ways.
Oh, convenient.
Cool. Oh, we'll bring the food.
No.
Too late, it's already here. It's delivery.
Or is it DiGiorno?
Giorno.
I think it was Bambi, so I'm not 100% positive on that. Plus, take
You get to the edge of the trees, and Click sees this first. You see a little cottage. It's on the other side of the clearing, so you can't make out too much detail about it yet. You don't see any activity on the outside.
Oh, somebody lives here.
I proceed to gather firewood.
Does it look abandoned?
From where you're standing, it's not falling apart. It's definitely not dilapidated. Again, it's across the clearing, so from what you can tell, that it looks like it's been in recent use. You don't see any smoke coming from the chimney.
I wonder if they'll let us camp in their clearing for the night.
And I'll say, of course they will.
All right, who wants to go check out the cottage and who wants to dig a hole?
What?
What?
Dig a hole.
Yeah,
What are we digging holes for?
making a encampment
Oh,
right here on the edge of the clearing.
I'll just go lay on the grass.
Yeah, but check this out. And I use the cantrip mold earth and a 5-foot cube of earth allows to the side. And then I use it again and a 5-foot cube of earth allows to the other side. And I slowly make a nice little about 15-foot hole in the middle. That way it's built up along the edges.
You dig almost as good as Kobold.
Lou, that was rude. What if they don't want a hole in their yard?
It fills back in.
Somebody puts it back.
What about the grass?
Yeah.
It'll cover over eventually. Think of it this way. It's an easier way for them to start a garden in this exact spot.
Could be.
I hope they don't mind.
We'll see.
Meepo, I need you to stand like another 5 feet away from me.
Meepo is confused.
You smell like skunk.
No, I cleaned that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
How long does that last?
Oh, so that's an effect?
He magically cleaned it. So, what? If he did fail that deck save, it would have been a lot worse. Like he would have stunk for about a week. But since he passed the deck save, he was only going to stink until he bathed. And prestidigitation is magically bathing.
Alrighty, sweet.
Never
So,
mind. Didn't
how are we
follow.
going to do watches?
No, I dug the hole.
Why don't we find out if there's anybody in the cottage first?
That is the polite thing to do. Even Laura agrees. I will walk up to the door and knock.
Don't stand on the mat.
I don't.
I'd
stand.
peek through
Inside,
through a window.
Was that the door opening?
When you attempt to knock, it opens
Oh,
because it was unfastened.
oh, this is not good.
You look inside of a damaged cottage. You see a trio of large, furry creatures with large black eyes, all turn to look at you as you knocked on the door. Make a nature check.
1 second.
This isn't the post office.
Nature check. I'm kind of good at those. Well, not with this roll. I'm not. 5.
You don't know what you're looking at as they suddenly seem to fluff their fur out. Whoo! And roll initiative.
Oh no.
Okay, right away. We didn't waste any time.
So,
The shadow.
Meepo went up with you.
And I was behind her.
I was gonna look through a window, but
Gotta arrange the people.
Coop Cooper, you are making this very inconvenient. Though I appreciate the sentiment.
By the way, Laura, how does your cat handle the move?
Really well.
You hear that one now?
They were quiet the whole drive, except for a few times. And when something landed on
He doesn't
Cooper.
want me to sit.
Oh. And when something wound up on Cooper's carrier. The first hotel didn't go the best, but it was also a really shitty hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other ones, they did really well. And they really loved the new equipment.
Luna will be making the move to my parents' house next week.
I hope it goes as swimmingly.
Okay,
She'll
so
be fine. She'll be fine.
Laura, you're making this hard.
I am?
This one.
Sorry.
Yes, yes, I know. Okay. All right. Click. What's your initiative?
Natural 1.
Do you have any decks?
I mean, yeah. I thought natural 1 just meant it was going down. But with my deck, it's 3.
Levi?
19.
Okay. Lou?
22.
Meepo?
15.
Katya? Ow. Cat?
14.
Of course, these dudes side down. It's getting upset.
She's determined to wake her brother up.
Oh yeah, he had to go to bed without a story. So he was being very bad.
Wow. Cooper cat. Cooper cat.
Okay, Lou.
All right.
We'll say that you and Click are unsure of what's going on because you're by where you were setting up the campsite, and all you saw was Cat knock on the door, and then you heard a couple of hoots. So,
What?
take of that what you will.
Yep. Like, clap. Who's home? Who's there? What's going on up there? We're hearing your noises.
If I can respond right now, I would say that there are three large fuzzy creatures with black eyes in there.
Oh, well, that's all I'm doing. So,
You also see feathers.
I almost see feathers.
Okay, Levi, you're next.
Okay. Let's see. How close are they together? Let's see. They're pretty big, aren't they?
They're what?
By 10 foot on the board.
They're pretty large, aren't they?
Yeah.
How big is a 20-foot sphere? Would that cover the
20
first
feet
two?
radius. There's a grid on the board. She is angry.
Yeah.
Is it radius or diameter?
Here, I'll give you time to measure. I'm gonna go give her a bottle.
Surprised she's still up with this all.
He's a baby.
That should be put to bed.
Okay, so it looks like all three of them can be hit.
Yeah. Definitely.
Why do you want to automatically hit them?
They could be friendly-ish if we could befriend them.
Friendly. No friendly, only food.
I'm
No.
not gonna lie. There might only be 3, and there's 5 of us, but one of us can fly, and the other one can ride with somebody else who's small. Those could be our mounts.
I can prepare a spell called Find Steed.
There you go. You found 3. And honestly, in a paladin riding an owlbear, I'm good with this. Like, that's hilarious.
All right, Bob's got to eat up.
Do owlbears count as animals?
So what you trying to do?
I am
Mount
going
Europe.
to cast sleep at 2nd level right in the middle so that it'll hit all 3.
Okay. All right, roll your die.
Why is D&D Beyond not doing that? D&D Beyond is not cooperating. So that is a 5, 6, 7.
This is what it would be like if we ever actually. That's one of them. Takes up my.
78.
No, that didn't work right, did it?
Oh, you gotta put slash in there. So you'll type slash, roll,
Oh.
and then put 78.
Surprised she's still awake at this hour, Logan. Not gone to bed yet.
All right, so 27.
You cast your spell and you felt like you did everything right, but they seem unaffected.
All right, since that is my main thing, I will pull my shield out and get behind my shield that's behind Cat.
Okay. All right, hold on.
That was her name, right, Laura?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What? You want me to pull my shield out?
No, I pulled mine out.
Okay.
We can
I'm-
we can create a barrier, a
There we
shield
go.
wall through the door.
I'm used to being Cat now and not Trim. So we're gonna have a problem with Meepo hunting everything and me being a vegetarian and not wanting to kill animals.
You got to get him to hunt berries.
Well, I'm a carnivore, so that's gonna be
Ooh.
The good
If you
thing
believe
is,
in the natural order of things, I mean, I gotta eat meat.
the good thing is, if we run into those mushroom people again, Laura can eat them.
There we go.
Hey,
And mushroom people, that's totally fine.
Meepo,
Yes.
It's your turn.
Okay. I will come in here. 5, 10, 15. I am going to go ahead and stab him.
Attempt stab.
$18.
You hit.
Cool. Shame you weren't in there with me, or I'd be getting a bunch of sneak attack damage right now.
Maybe next turn.
12 damage.
Not bad.
So then I'm going to use bonus action to disengage.
Yep.
5, 10, 15. I wish you the best of luck from over here.
I like it. Well done.
Okay. So it's the creature's turn.
Cool.
It moves forward 5,
Cool.
and it attempts to shove you with its shoulder. It's like it charges forward with the shoulder.
That's very fair. All right.
So this is a push. All right, you can either push against him, athletics, or you can push against him, or you can try to dodge out of the way with acrobatics.
We're gonna go athletics.
Okay. You should be able to beat that.
I am rolling so poorly. 13.
You feel your feet slide a little bit in the ground, but you hold firm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But this thing is right up in your face right now, and it tries to take a bite out of your arm with its beak.
Damn, I thought that was an action shove.
Well, it replaces a attack. Especially if it has multi-attack. What is your AC?
Currently, it's a 16.
Okay. You feel it clamp down on your arm guard, and it begins to crush the metal. But you don't feel it. It didn't pierce you yet. So
Cool.
yeah. Next up, it's your turn, Katya.
All right. I am. Am I able to do an action and take my shield out?
And take what?
My shield out.
Yeah, you can draw weapons.
All right. So I'll take my shield out.
Okay.
But also I will try casting Speak with Animals and see if that works, and try and talk to them.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Like, hey, I know maybe you're scared. I'm not here to hurt you. Please don't hurt me. What's up with you?
Let's see. Can you read Speak with Animals for me? My phone broke, so I'm back to my old one.
I
And,
understand.
my old one doesn't have my spell on it.
You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration.
It says beasts explicitly.
Yes.
Okay.
I figure since I don't know what these creatures are, it was worth a shot.
Yeah. Is all you get back.
Okay, you're not a animal. I will actually I will step back to here and hold my shield up in defense.
Okay. Opportunity attack.
Good.
That one hits.
Oh boy. Oh, actually, Logan, with my shield, I am now 18.
Yeah, you got a 22.
Okay, never mind.
Take. 17 slashing damage from as it rakes its claw across your back as you open up your guard with your backstab.
Wow. That hurt.
It's already finished.
Tell it no and whoop it on the nose. Bad apple.
These two owlbears, a little confused with what's going on, come forward, 1, 2, because their buddy's still blocking the way.
Yeah, I think you want to stay in the doorway if you can.
3, 4,
Otherwise, it's going to get very crowded out here.
5, 6.
Doorways.
Okay, now it's Click. It's your turn. Click, you were definitely now able to see because Katya moved away from the door and she got slashed as she did. There's at least one large creature in that house with a similar looking face to yours, actually.
Yes. So I'm going to move 30. Or excuse me, no. Now, Logan, you're going to have to help me out a little bit because my flying speed is 50. So
Yeah.
can I stand and kind of take off, but stay low enough to the ground to get to 30? Or do we need to consider it my walking speed of 25?
This is something I didn't have to think about before.
I mean, I'm okay with either because I can see in fiction works they both make sense.
If
Yeah.
I remember right, if you have multiple speeds, you can move up to the maximum of whichever. But like if you have a fly of 50 and you go to fly in and land, it still counts against your other movement type. So if you go into fly and land and you move 45 feet, you cannot walk any further.
No, I get that, but I'm
Yeah.
asking him in regards to like.
Could
So,
you just
okay, let's
fly?
say real life here. Like birds need some room to take off. And typically, they go straight in the air. They don't just stay low to the ground. So, I guess in a sense, I could still do that. I get 50, so I could go up 20 feet and then just go at a diagonal the remaining 30. If we want to claim it that way.
Are you trying to land at the end of that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to land like. I'm trying to land. I'm either going to get at this spot or I'm just going to get the spot behind. So it doesn't matter. I just need to know.
It's fine.
All right, we'll just go here
Yeah.
just to be safe. All right. So I've never seen a bear before, but I've seen owls. And say, brothers, we mean you absolutely no harm. Please stand down.
And you're saying that in, how are you saying that?
And Aarakocra.
They just like turn their head like confused. It's like they've never seen a creature like you before. They don't understand language.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Lou, it's your turn.
Oh, cool. Can I see them?
Yeah, you can see him now.
Oh, they're so cute. All right. Let's go Krogering all the way up to here then. Because I have a 40-foot movement.
Mm-hmm.
That says 35. All right, cool. Along the way, I am going to gleefully draw my greatsword and for sure, going to go ahead into a rage.
Okie dokie.
And then we will attack.
Attack.
Use the royal we there.
Oh, um,
So look at the bright light. See? Look at the camera. There.
just be that yell of it. A 13.
13 hits.
Oh, I gotta roll 2d or the 1d8 or 2d8.
For a greatsword.
No,
Oh, your magic thing.
yeah, I'll look it up here in a moment because it shouldn't matter yet. But give me a moment, I'll get it pulled up. I'm not used to being a hedge mage.
I feel that.
All right. I roll a d8. So slash roll 1d8. And we get a 2. And a 2. I got the teleport one. Cool. Okay, so I can teleport as a bonus action up to 30 feet into any unoccupied space, well, within 30 feet. Cool. So, anyways, I swing, I hit, I do 2d6 plus 6. 11 damage.
11.
And I should be attacking twice if I'm not mistaken.
You're level 5, so yeah.
Yep.
No.
Did you activate the whatchamacallit?
Great. Oh, no, I'm not doing the advanced thing. That's the bad idea.
So
Well,
wait, what are
maybe-
you attacking? How are you attacking twice?
What?
How are you attacking twice?
Yeah.
Oh, just wondering.
Okay. So I rolled a 9
David,
on
I was asking how are you attacking twice?
Oh, at level 5, I have 2 attacks on my turn.
Oh, cool.
But I rolled a 9, so I'm pretty sure that's not a hit. Am I correct?
I didn't catch that.
Logan.
Sorry.
I got a 9. I'm assuming that's not a hit.
9 does not hit.
Okay, cool. And as a bonus action, I am going to teleport to here.
Okay.
And-
Levi.
Uh,
I assume that your turn's over, right?
yeah, that's me. That's all.
Yeah. Levi, it's your turn.
Okay. Now they're not out yet
Nope.
through the doorway. Okay.
You can see one's about to come out, and there's 2 behind him.
Oh, actually, do you care if I teleport to here?
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Okay. I'm just going to be relatively chill, and I am going to Eldritch Blast him in the face twice.
Okay.
And the first one's an 18. Second one is a 24.
Both hit.
First one is 12. Second one is 10.
Okay.
And that will be it.
Meepo, it's your turn again.
Just give him a stab. $13.
Hits.
Cool. 9 damage.
Okay. Looks quite bloodied.
Bonus action to disengage.
Yep.
There. Okay, that's it.
All right. This one moves forward between the choice of Lou and Katya. It's a debate of who he hit first versus who kind of looks easier to hit.
I don't have a weapon up.
I'm easier to hit, probably.
Yeah.
I'm at 17. I think she was at 18.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question. Were they violent when we initially opened up the door?
They opened the door. You'd have to ask Katya, but you opened the door. It seemed like you surprised them. They fluffed themselves in aggression, and then charged.
They started it.
Can I say something like, even though it's not my turn, or do I gotta wait till it's my turn to voice something?
Probably better on your turn.
Okay.
Just as a
That's
rule of
fine.
thumb.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You said they
Dave.
didn't understand languages, correct?
right.
Okay.
David, odds or evens?
Odd.
All right, they're swinging at David.
No.
That's a miss with his beak. Okay. Okay, I need to change out the dice. This is like the 6th, 7 I've rolled in a row.
Wholeheartedly.
Thank
Huh?
you.
Not gonna-
Where are my other dice? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this one's better.
That's not missing. You told us the last time you swung better.
Well, there's a different. I've only hit one attack so far. And that's all it's gonna do. It's like it comes out roaring at you. It sees that Lou is unarmored. Thinks that you'll be easier to scratch up and bite. You're nimbly diving out of the way. Katya, it's your turn.
I'm gonna back up another 5 feet.
What?
I'm gonna back up another 5 feet and give it room to escape if that's what it wants.
Bless you.
And
You just like taking attacks of opportunity.
I know.
Yeah, here comes the attack of opportunity. But you're prepared for it this time. You bring up your shield. It does feel like if you hear like this scratching of claw on metal, assuming you have metal shield, as it rakes it across.
Cool. That's not terrifying or anything.
Yeah.
Nails on a chalkboard.
These little, come up and now are looking through the windows, and you hear like the crunching of. They bust out these windows. It's like one of them was made of glass, the other one had like wooden shutters covering it, and you just see like, two equally large heads are looking at you all from these windows.
And I will take out my sword, but that'll be my turn.
Yeah. Click, it's your turn.
All right. What I'm going to say to everybody, I don't think they want to fight. And if they're trying to get out, I think that's what we should be doing, is giving them space to get out. So I'm going to back up. Let's see. That was 10. I'm back to 20 feet. But I'm going to go ahead and excuse me while I find the spell I was looking at earlier.
I think I shook you up too much. I got a little spit up on my hand.
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and prepare Bane, and if I see any of them make any threatening attacks or any threatening movements to any of my allies, I'll cast it.
Okay. All right. So you remember like how spell casting works as a held action?
Yes, I still use the slot even if it doesn't get cast.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Lou, it's your turn.
Right, cool. Okay. Hey, look, you came to me. I will strike at thee.
Hell's Dark Heart.
And maybe I will hit, maybe I won't. Let's see what happens. 17.
You hit.
I add 2 to the damage. Versatile changes. Oh yeah, it's 2d6 damage. And
You said greatsword, right?
greatsword. Yep.
Yeah, 2d6.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, all right. Describe how you hit him real quick for me.
That is going to be a straight reaping blow right through the neck.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, with an 18, bite it on through like a hot knife through butter, and you give it a good yank as you come out, and you pull it out through the bottom of its throat, and it's like it's little blood comes out of its beak too, and it collapses and dies.
Oh, damn.
And I will.
So I take it we weren't going to go for the peaceful option.
He attacked my friend.
What was that?
He attacked my friend. And me. He swung at me. I was defending myself. Speaking of defending myself. Bloop. Instant transmission.
Levi, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and since they're still in the house, I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Cat
Well, thank you.
Okay.
with a 11.
Ooh.
Oh, I guess
Is it
I
re-
cast that at second level because I thought I was doing first, but that's okay.
Much appreciated.
Okay, Meepo, it's now your turn.
Give him a stab. Well,
Miss.
disengage. The end.
Isn't it so nice? I left a nice little spot there for you.
It is.
Okay. Katya?
These tactics are going to work great.
There's not really like a defend action, is there?
There's the dodge action, which would
think there's
impose
like
disadvantage on opponent's attacks.
Wait a minute. Sorry.
Are fighters get a thing where they can defend people to their side or something?
Yeah,
That's
Protection,
a style, I think.
protection fighting style.
That is, in fact, my fighting style.
Well,
Nice.
you have the level for it.
2. You only need to be level 2 as a paladin.
Then I guess you have it.
However,
I would look it up, but I don't know.
I think It's my reaction.
Yeah, you use your reaction to impose disadvantage when they attack an ally.
Yeah, because there's a feat that goes along with that that you can give an ally +2 to their armor save, not armor save, to their AC if they're within 5 feet of you and an opponent attacks them, because you like interject your shield.
Yeah.
That one's the other
Yeah, that's a new one. Tasha's.
I'll just hang out.
You're just gonna hang out?
Yep.
Okay.
Great hang out. Was that our apartment? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. He'll get a swipe in while he can.
Okay.
All right. Well, that would trigger my Bane, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
All right. I don't know what order you'd want to do all that in, but they just have to make a DC 15 charisma save.
Blue one fails. You said 15?
Yeah.
Green one fails.
All right. So we'll take a D4 minus to their save or to their attack.
Okay. That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit. And it's let's see, it's right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's as far as it gets. It's just going to try and shove its way past you.
I will let it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're not contesting the shove?
Nope.
Okay. Well, bypassing the roll, you are pushed 10 feet. You were pushed 10 feet and knocked prone, I believe.
Oh.
As the creature runs by you. But it can only get to there on its turn. Now it's Click's turn.
To me, it looks like they are trying to run away. So I'm going to move. Go ahead and move here.
Okay.
And let's see here. Is anybody hurt?
Not
Katya.
anymore.
What's that?
I'm doing pretty good right now.
Conveniently, the pacifist is the only one getting hurt.
Let's see here. Just as an assistant, I'll go ahead and cast Aid on Cat. On Laura's character, on Eric's character, and on Ian's character.
I did something, I didn't think about it, and all my audio skipped over to something else.
Okay.
What'd you miss?
There we go. All right, I can hear you all again. What's up?
Okay. Great.
So just make sure you hear that, David. I'm casting Aid on you, Eric, and Laura.
Oh, cool.
What's that do?
So you get 5 hit points, and your max hit points also increases by 5 temporarily.
Neat. Temporary hit points.
Okay. Lou, it's your turn.
Cool. They look like they're running away.
It could be interpreted as that, yes. Yes.
Cool. I am going to not flip, but move up to here and roar at them very ferociously. Because they're not facing us, right? Like,
No, they have turned tail and ran.
so this one is like facing that way and going that way. And this one's like going that way.
Yeah, it's more like they're running in the same direction.
Okay. But their backs are to us?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to roar ferociously after them.
All right. Levi, do you want to get anything?
If they're going, I'm just going to. Not really.
Okay.
No. If they look like they're going, I'm just gonna let them go.
I guess the better question would be: does anyone want to attempt anything as they try to run?
I want to stab it in the butt.
Please don't.
Yes.
And apparently, my new character is awful large.
Yeah, it's you sent me a skinny image and less of a square, so it's like it's having a hard time sizing.
And
that one was-
just to make sure, is Eric really going to go after them and try and hit them?
He's gonna fall on his ass when he tries to do it.
I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians, but I'm designating owlbears as allies, and I'm making it specific that Eric's character is the enemy.
Damn.
Attempt to hit them.
Well, I tried to stab in the butt and it missed, so then I disengaged and go back.
Yeah, that you failed spectacularly. Like in your glee to try and stab them in the ass, you tripped on a rock.
Neat.
Actually, it looks like he tripped over Cat as he was trying to run.
I was about to say, I don't,
Or Cat tripped him.
if only I were that smart.
She picked up on the deer, and she was like, nope, not again.
All right, so these two creatures run off, and you notice that while they were running, they seem to have lost a lot of their fluff.
You're slow.
Yeah, Kat, you were the one who was there when that happened. It's like they all really fluffed up when they saw you,
Yeah.
and it seems like the one that came at you was the biggest of them all. And as the other two run, they seemed a bit smaller.
I want to look at the carcass of the other one and just see if like there's any changes. Like, did it change forms or anything like that?
Again, it's like it tried during the combat. It had like flared its feathers out
Yeah.
to appear bigger and more intimidating. But since
Okay.
it has died, it's no longer doing that, and it's still the same creature.
So just to be sure, because technically 3 rounds haven't gone, so it didn't get to make any death saves. So can I go ahead and just restore its HP?
Magic killing closes bleeding wounds, so
Why? It's good food.
we do have the deer.
Yes, but this
You
is
provided
bigger.
all.
And these are bird-like creatures, so my character would just naturally have pity and want to see if he can restore them to the best of his ability.
Good food, though.
I mean, hawks eat sparrows.
So, I believe death saving throws are saved for things like NPCs and not necessarily monsters.
Hey, I'm 100% fine if one of us gets an owlbear now.
Can you say that again?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was talking to the microwave for tea. I said I'm 100% fine if it lives, and then Laura can use
Fine.
find steed, and we end up with an owlbear mount for the paladin. That'd be awesome.
I can also try and command it to flee with its family or friends.
Well, currently it's dead end or dying.
I'm gonna say that I'm partially leaning on the 666 here. Like that's absolute maximum damage lethality.
Come on, it's the sign of the beast, and here I am, the holy guy, to try and counteract it. I'm just giving you a hard time because 666 rolled up naturally with that. So I'll respect any decision you make.
I'm gonna say, if it was an NPC, then death saves would be a factor, but I don't want death saves to be a thing for monsters.
That's fair.
All right. Anybody got a diamond or diamond dust?
No.
He has good food.
I look around. I'm like, you don't suppose they lived in this cabin?
Big, strong, help take me to fire pits. We can't eat good tonight.
Well, the floor should be strong.
Do you guys want to go inside the cabin?
I'm gonna go in and look around.
Okay. Make a quick investigation check.
Just for roleplay purposes, I'm going to go ahead and say that my character will go and kneel beside the owlbearer and say a prayer to the Aarakocra goddess. I don't remember her name off the top of my head.
Oh, you sent it to me. I can't remember either.
Investigation, I only got a 7.
15.
Are you investigating too?
Heck yeah.
Oh, okay. So Levi, you look around. It's a cabin. You know, it's got a fireplace. It's got a little bookshelf and a desk in the main area. You see a bedroom, a little place that leads to a stable, a back room. You know, that's all you notice. But David, your character Lou, he says like, none of this is appropriately sized for owlbears, and like, there's a lot of scratching on the floorboards, but not necessarily scratching in the bedroom. And like the horse is gone. It looks like a bunch of tack and harness is also gone. Looks like there could have been like some kind of wagon in the ground here too that's been sitting for a little bit.
So who's saying this?
Me.
A quick question.
Mhm.
Can I use Firebolt to light the fire?
It
would be a bit messy to light it that
If
way.
you have Tinder, we can just go ahead and
I
use
think
our
pre-
Tinder boxes to light a fire.
All
I
right,
think-
I'll go ahead and because Tinder though is messy, and I don't like to do that. So I'm gonna see if
Oh my goodness. Get out of the way.
Paddling.
if
Does,
somebody else will
prestidigita-
ask them to light the fireplace. And
Does the prestidigitation spell allow you to light or snuff candles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Or no, that's thaumaturgy, I think.
light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. Oh, so I guess I
okay.
can use that.
Okay, yeah.
So I will light the fire in the fireplace and look at what's Eric's character?
Meepo.
Meepo, and say, now you have someplace to cook the meat.
Oh shit, the meat. It's still outside.
No, we have big owlbear to eat now.
I will not take part in the owlbear.
I drag the owlbear inside and start to
So, one last thing, Logan. I do have one thing. And once again, if your decision is still no, I'm okay with it. But I also have spare the dying. It says you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable and just has no effects on undead and constructs.
But it's not living
So-
creature.
Yeah.
It's reduced to 0.
Oh, that part.
I don't
Once
think it's
again,
gonna work.
Say no, I'm going to respect it. But I just noticed that earlier as I was reciting my spell.
My biggest worry about it is there's some kind of thing that I'm not thinking about.
This could
That's-
never be abused, Logan. What could go wrong?
Yeah, that
It could be like in Resident Evil 4 where you save the dog and the dog comes to your rescue when you fight the big evil troll.
So
Or maybe I end up butchering the owlbear alive. I don't know.
See, the
If
last
we-
time.
We'll go ahead and drop it. We'll go ahead and drop it and leave the owlbear dead.
if we all agree that this will not be a precedented event for future events, can it happen? Like this is just a one-time write-off?
For the sake of a one-time write-off, sure.
All right.
With a combination of spare the dying and healing spells, you're able to get the owlbear back up.
All right. I would do cure wounds.
You feel like your hand is guided by a divine figure that you're very unfamiliar with, and you're not sure how it happened, so you're very unsure if it would ever happen again.
Huh.
I'm okay with that.
As the screenwriters put into the TV show Rome, you have powerful gods, my friend.
Tuh. But yeah, you see, for the sake of flavor, you see Meepo. Tell me if that you don't want it to play like this, like drooling at the mouth. It's like getting out his carving knives to like start working over the owlbear, and then suddenly the owlbear like gets up and just kind of like bowls over, click, as it runs off towards the woods in the direction of the others.
I'm okay with that. It got away.
So far.
A bird-like creature got away. That's all I cared about.
So what do you guys do now? You're in this this cabin. It seemed like it was very neatly put together, aside from where these creatures have gone investigating. Like the cupboards are all scratched up. There's papers scattered all over the floor from the desk.
Is there any particular spots on the floor that they seem to scratch at more? Like something
Right
over
at the door. It's like where they all like converged at one point or another. It's like you see like there's heavier track patterns at the various doors. They didn't get into the bedroom, but it looks like they were really trying to get into the back room.
Let's investigate the back room.
I'm just gonna sit down and get relaxed.
You get into the back room, Lou. It looks like there was like they just couldn't figure out the handle. And when you use your opposable thumb to open it, you're immediately hit with like some basic smells of dried goods, whether that be like fruits and meats. Your assumption is that they were probably trying to get into the get back here. You also see a couple of tanned leather hides. There's also a slight chemical smell coming from a vat of liquid.
Would I
From-
recognize it at all?
Up, I'm on the that one. So there we go. Like back here, or like over here.
Like in this room?
Yeah.
Like the chemical smell is coming from back here.
Okay.
What was your question, Laura? You
Would
said
I
something?
Would I recognize it at all? The smell?
Uh,
Or the bat?
your dad was a farmer. You probably had enough interactions in town. You would have a local tannery. These are chemicals meant for preparing leathers.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Now, David, back to you. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna go over there and check it out.
Yeah. You pick up a smell of ammonia. The liquid is translucent. You can kind of see the bottom.
And you said there's tanned hides in here.
Yeah, up on the wall, there's pinned hides.
Out of curiosity, since I came from a tribal background,
Hmm.
so like tents and whatnot being made out of tanned hides, would I recognize this as just being a tannery?
You would recognize this as like there's definitely someone here who knows what they're doing as a tannery. You wouldn't say it's like it's cottage industry at best.
Yeah,
Somebody just working out of their back room.
right. But there doesn't seem to be anything else going on with it.
No, looking around the room, you can tell like there's an empty space on the counter, uh, and it seems like there's a very few number of hides in here for the amount of chemical that you'd see.
Sounds like this guy does it as a side job, takes them to market, sells them, and then comes back and hangs out here. So in a powerful yet confusing display of D&D playership, I say we try not to take anything from the cottage. We leave things as they are. We just use it to hold over for the night,
I'm all for that.
and maybe try to use mending on the floors, kind of patch it back up some.
I can take care of that. I actually have mending.
Nice.
Oh, we should probably fix the windows too if we can.
I cooked the fawn, and I looked very angry at the Birdman the whole time. Stupid Birdman.
I'm positive in my my mind's eye, I'm picturing Meepo going out to the hole and grabbing the fawn carcass and just dragging it all the way up to the cabin by his little onesie, and just like
Yes.
running out of breath like every 20 or 30 feet that he has to pull this thing.
And
And he
then
finally gets inside.
yeah, and there's a huge streak on the floor as he's just dragging it the whole way. There's dirt and blood.
Yeah.
Stupid Birdman.
I look for a mop to mop it up.
No. We got Mr. Clean on like with us. He can take care.
Oh, you can do that too?
Not only can I do that, I also have mending.
Oh, wow. Aren't we all very
I'm
handy?
gonna say, I was mistaken. I do not have mending, so
Yeah.
that'll be up to you.
Let's see.
All right, so I will clean up the floor.
Okay. The floor is cleaned. Who has mending?
I do.
People actually have it?
Yes.
Okay.
Do not
Yeah.
have-
The floor is cleaned up and prepared. Everything looks nice and immaculate. There's a smell of cooking meat as Meepo, he has skinned the deer now. Can you describe how you skin this deer for me? I don't want to like put words in your mouth.
Very roughly and violently.
Huh.
So Meepo is just kind of like hacking. It's like kind of like
Not
rip,
with finesse.
spraying stuff. Just not really caring. You got some rough sticks that you stuck the bits of meat on, and you just like kind of plop it in front of the fire, and you just sit there with crossing your arms with a humph. And you look angrily at the click every now and then as you wait for the meat to cook.
Birdman. Ruined big feast for clan. Now clan only eat little fawn.
I would like to point out that he's at least trained enough that he is cooking the meat.
Yeah, it's fair.
Kobolds cook.
All right, so do you guys want to? Are you you're settling in for the night here?
Yeah. How do we want to do watch this time?
I'll stay up.
I should probably clean off my sword, so I'll stay up for a little bit on one of them. How long are we planning on sleeping? A long rest, basically.
The sun has set, so it's night has begun to fall on this place.
Yeah. I'm going to eventually, since nobody else has claimed it, I'm going to go in the bedroom and take the bed.
I hadn't even considered it.
I'm going to look over the fawn skin and see how badly Meepo butchered it. And if it's salvageable, then I will work on cleaning the backside of it and then leave it folded up on that table in the little tannery room.
So Meepo was being very, very rough with it. if you were to imagine any kind of use for it, you're thinking maybe like a short leather cord, but it's definitely workable in that sense.
Okay, well, we'll try and make some leather strips out of it. Or at least get it to the point that the person who actually lives here could do that. Because there's no horse body in this stable, correct? Like the horse.
No, it looks like a horse is gone. Where you see some like mounts on a wall where you would assume some tack would be, and
Yeah.
in this general area, it looks like there's some ruts from where a wagon would have been.
All right, cool. That's what I figured and thought, but I just wanted to double check and make sure. So
Yeah.
like a random horse head, just hanging out in the bed or something.
Yeah. All right. So, who's up first? Who's on first?
Oh, for watch? I
Yeah.
think that I would. And I'm just playing a game of cards with myself.
I guess I'll take last watch for what it's worth.
I'm okay taking anything in the middle.
All right. First person, roll perception for me.
Okay. Please roll well. You know what? Not the worst. 11.
Okay. Nothing eventful happens that you can see. Next person.
I'll go ahead and take it. You said perception?
Yeah.
That's an 8.
Again, you just kind of get entranced in the fire, and you forget to check out the window. Who's after Click?
I guess me.
Okay. You make a perception check.
I also got an 8.
Wow, we're doing great, guys.
So you didn't like how well you did on that leather at first, so you went back and reworked it. Not really paying attention to what was going on outside.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
We're a great party. I want you to know that I did poorly with my intelligence again, guys.
Yeah, I saw it. Your good old grog levels.
I sure am.
6 means you can't read, right?
Oh shit. What?
I don't know if that's a rule or
how
not.
to read.
I don't feel like that's a rule, but
Oh,
your
something.
comprehension might be really bad.
Anyway, we'll figure that out later. So morning comes.
So we did get our long rest.
Yeah, you got a long rest. So morning comes. Everyone awakens. For those of you that slept on the bed, you feel all right. Everyone else was a little bit more stiff, sleeping on the floor with their bed packs.
Sleep in front of the fire.
I get up going, oh, that was a good sleep. Where's breakfast? Is there any more of that deer left?
I had you one of those like energy bar bites.
It's just a clump of berries and nuts in a rough round shape.
It's like it's like a peanut butter kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. What is Meepo eating when she tries to hand everyone these bars?
I don't know. Probably not much.
You just kind of look at it like with disdain.
I take it and I throw it at the stupid Birdman.
Don't waste food like that, Meepo.
Yeah, stupid Birdman, don't waste food.
In order for
He even claimed it.
and wasted. You know what? I'm not even going to bother. It wasn't wasted food because it technically wasn't food. It was
You
living.
wasted food.
It was alive. I didn't do anything.
You cost Clan food. Clan hungry.
No, it's not.
Clan no have meat.
Clan has plenty of meat.
Clan will go hungry in future because of you.
No, it won't. I can literally create food and water.
Clan will go
Ooh,
hungry.
I think I can do that too.
You have 2 people in your clan that can make food out of literally nothing.
It's not
You
meat.
never go hungry.
They don't make meat.
Yes, it makes meat.
Now I'm very concerned what that meat is if you're pulling it out of nowhere. That's very concerning, to be honest. But
Yeah, you were willing to eat an owlbear.
yes, owlbear make good food.
I don't think like your judgment is horrid.
Naturally
just-
sourced
you're
and
not
organic
hungry.
owlbear.
Are
I don't
they
know. Owlbear would have probably been pretty gamey. Like,
Be good.
the thing, I don't know if y'all have ever eaten bear meat, but it's pretty greasy.
I've
Yeah.
had jerky, bear jerky.
So, and it tastes kind of funny. It actually, weirdly enough, predator meat tastes weird to other predators, including humans. So, typically things like that, that's why it's kind of a turn off compared to like venison or beef or pork or anything like that.
Mm.
Yes, I do know that a pork under the correct circumstances could be an omnivore or
Yeah.
just carnivore. But
Oh, I lied. I can't create food and drink. I can purify food and drink.
Well, that's okay. I can still make enough for all of us.
Which could have been owlbear.
and
Owlbear.
There.
The sun is streaming in. It's a morning mist kind of morning. You don't see any activity in the clearing.
if there's a piece of paper, I am going to write a quick thank you note. And after everybody else leaves the cabin, I will leave 2 gold pieces on the counter as we are leaving the cabin, basically. And I am going to go over and fill in that hole also. So that's like 9 times 6. So almost 1 minute to fill in the hole.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you can find a sheet of paper. Like there were some scattered ones from the owlbears being in there from the desk, but you find one that's relatively straightened out. You scratch something in common. What does it say exactly?
Sorry for intruding. There were owlbears in here. We tried to fix up the place as best we could. Here's some gold pieces for letting us stay here, even though you didn't know you were letting us stay here. Have a great day. And I will put, what was it we said? Something discount deeds?
Oh,
Good
3
job.
M's.
Yeah, 3 M's. There we go. I'll put our group name on the bottom.
Okay. All right.
Your group name?
The party has assembled. Lou is taking the longest to get up. Everybody around, you see him like moving all the dirt back into the hole before he eventually rejoins you.
Well, I'm going to take a little bit of time too because I got to get my armor on and stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just fly into the air and take a quick gander at the forest and see if there's anything strange.
Perception check.
Sure. See if I can do better this time.
Plus, I'll go ahead and send Strauss up there with you.
16.
Okay. Strauss, you want to make a perception check?
Yeah, I got to remember +3.
+3 advantage.
Really, what page? Messed up. Well,
good as
it
you
looks
get.
like he got a natural 20.
Thank you.
So because
Sorry.
is in tight. Because of Strauss's natural predator instinct, he spots a group of shimmering blue-green birds sitting on branches on the edge of the clearing. Uh, you know, they they don't seem like regular birds. It's like something about like the luster of their feathers. It seems a little it catches the light in a very, very strange way. And as far as Click, looking around, you see that there's the path that you guys took into this uh, into this clearing. There's also another path on the opposite side leading out of it.
Okay.
Is there any way for Strauss to communicate with Click? Or do I have to be an intermediary?
I think you have to be an intermediary. Because I don't think owls have any form of language.
They do not.
Give me one moment.
I mean, Laura, his intellect is lower than yours.
I'm trying to
Don't
figure
think
out
so.
what that means for me.
Well, his is 2.
Oh, Katya, you could speak to the bird if you wanted to.
There's a bird?
Oh,
Oh wait,
Wow.
I mean, if people are gathering, I'll come over and talk to the bird.
Well,
But
they're
yeah,
flying.
you've all grouped up in the clearing after you've done your various morning activities.
Cool. I'll talk to the bird.
What does Strauss say?
He just wants to say that he saw those other blue birds that looked unusual.
It's very interesting. Where did you see them?
He gestures towards the path area that Click also saw. It's like he points his wing, kind of.
Okay. I will relay that to the group.
All right. So we're ready to go ahead and head off.
You say it, so you do it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't hear any complaint. Anybody say no?
is there another clearing in the direction that we are supposed to be traveling?
Yes.
Cool. Is that in the direction of the colorful birds?
Also in the direction of the colorful birds.
All right. I will whisper over to Meepo. Be like, hey, I bet those things taste pretty cool.
Mm. Stupid Birdman going to let us eat them?
But why do
Oh no, I would be up in the air. Never mind.
I'm going to say probably not, but there's not much meat unless it's a large bird.
Food is food.
To remind you, I am basically part cat. Not cat like her, but
Eh.
Yeah. So you guys, you've started to walk. You've exited the clearing. It looks like the blue green birds have departed from their original spot. You can see them occasionally uh, on the side on opposite ends of the path, like to your left and right. They seem to like have a slight interest in you, and then they'll just flutter off. And then you'll walk for another 20, 30 minutes, and then you'll spot another blue-green bird.
So I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I went ahead and did the whole flying thing again.
Yeah.
So would I see these birds kind of following us?
No, we're disturbing them.
What'd you say, David?
We're disturbing them, aren't we? Like they're flying off from where we're walking.
Pretty much. It's like
Oh, okay. I thought the way you were wording, I thought it was where you're following us.
it's more of like you're walking along the path, and you'll see them, and the birds will look at you, and they'll fly off. Then you walk for another 20 and 30 minutes, and then you'll see another blue-green bird.
So, in other words, do we know if that is natural bird behavior?
Nature check.
11.
Everybody who's interested.
I will ask the Aarakocra, hey, is that natural bird behavior? You're a bird. Listen.
Yeah, I can. What was the check you wanted?
Nature.
Okay. I mean, my nature's pretty suckish.
Oh, I got a 22. I might actually know this one on bird nature.
So, you know that birds always keep their distance, and they'll just go from tree to tree and collect their seeds and their worms and grubs and so on and so forth. Typical foraging behavior. You are outside of your typical of where you were raised, so you don't know if these birds are natural to the area and therefore just incredibly common, and you just keep seeing the same kind of bird, or if it's like a specific group of birds.
Can I tell what they are or like anything about them?
They're about sparrow size, but their coloration is very brilliant. Blue, green, and kind of shimmery.
But they're definitely not birds, or they're definitely birds and not pseudo dragons or something, right?
And not what?
Like pseudo dragons or something.
Yeah, these definitely are not pseudo dragons.
I proceed to stalking.
Oh boy.
Yeah, somehow I'm not surprised by that. I'm good with it. I'm curious how they placed.
Yeah. Meepo, make a stealth check.
Here, can you get off this book? Thank you. There you go. Or you can leave me.
15.
Okay. So you get pretty close to one of the birds, and now that you see it, you can also see that it has like some smaller markings on it, especially like it has yellow feet, and its underbelly is like a cream color with a black beak.
Cream.
Do I see him going for the bird?
Make a perception check, beat a 15.
We are not going to get along.
My passive is not above that, so I'm just not noticing it.
Of course, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. It's an 8. So obviously, no, I don't.
No, you don't. But Meepo, you sneak up to a tree, like trying to hide yourself to get closer enough to it, and like there's one on a branch, like 20 feet in front of you and 30 feet up. All right, you get set up to. You have a hand crossbow, right?
I have a short bow.
Okay, you have a short bow. So you draw your short bow, like be real slow, and you try to creep around the tree to see where it is, and then it's gone.
Huh. It's gone. Did it fly off?
perception check.
This is how we're gonna realize that the birds are weird.
No, that's still how we're gonna realize the birds and the owlbears and everything else, not even that cottage, is actually real. It's all an illusion.
The owls are not what they seem.
You don't know where it went. You look around, you don't see any more blue-green birds.
Weird. Well, guess I climb back down.
Okay, you rejoin the group.
That stupid bird is gone.
Holy shit, you were missing.
Stupid bird vanished.
Now, when you say stupid bird, do you mean
Stupid bird.
the blue one?
Chris, what
Yes.
color is your character?
Yes.
I'm blue.
Wow, that could not have worked out better.
I need to make a note of that.
Very specifically, I am a very bright blue with my underside, oh, what was the word? Kind of darker, so that way it stands out from the sky.
Oh my lord, that's so funny.
Click. Are these your relatives?
I
Like,
stand by what I said.
is one of these your mother-in-law?
It's a little
I mean, they could be related through some long means. No, they are not related to me. We come from the same kin, but we are not directly descended.
Is Click married? That they have a mother-in-law?
Are you asking if I'm married?
Yes.
No, but I'm engaged.
Oh,
Well, it's more engaged to be engaged, but
So not engaged.
Promise ring.
oh man,
Yeah, we all know what those are worth.
that was from Archer. Cyril is talking about getting engaged
Mm-hmm.
to one random character in it, like not
Yeah.
one of the ones. And he's like, "Oh, so you're engaged?" And Cyril just goes, "Well, I'm engaged to be engaged."
Mm-hmm.
And then he never gets engaged to Lana, so it's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, that's where that joke came from. It kind of fell flat on his face, but
Well, anyway, yeah, you guys are continuing this conversation, asking Click about his engagement. When you see a cart off to the left side of the road, you don't from where you're standing, about 100 feet away. You don't see a rider. You don't see a horse. It just looks like a cart.
do you suppose it belonged to the owlbears?
No, I don't
From
think
my-
owl bears would have a cart.
They had a house.
From my vantage point, do I see like maybe a body of a person or any type of tracks or anything that leads away from the cart?
You'd have to get closer.
Okay.
that
Like,
works a little bit closer.
like a body on the ground as I'm flying.
You don't see a body on the ground as you're flying.
Okay. So yeah.
I will get closer. And
Okay.
kind of slink up to it.
Okay. You slink up very carefully. Is anyone else going with him?
I walk right up to it, not careful at all.
Sure.
I will stay in the sky and wait to see if something bad happens.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm trying to play my low intelligence character to the best of my ability.
So, all right. You get up to the cart.
Sorry.
Did you want to do anything before I describe it?
No, I was going to suggest to Laura a cross between Krunk and the commander lady from Wreck-It Ralph.
Crunk from The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah,
I can-
right.
I can totally do that.
Yes.
I am committed to this now.
All right, so you get up to the cart. Looking at it, you see you see some various you see some a sheet covering up a bunch of stuff in the back. A quick look at the harness, looks like it's been cut. You don't see any signs of life on the cart itself. Looking around, you notice that some of the trees looks like they've been pushed a little bit, like they're leaning from directly behind the cart. It's like they look like they've been pushed to the left and right.
Okay, what's in the cart?
You throw back the blanket, you see a bunch of various skins and dried meats.
Oh, meat.
Oh, this is awkward. I just left that guy 2 gold.
Oh, that was really nice of you.
Yeah, we should probably go back. I kind of want that if he's going to be dead.
You fools leave money.
Why would he be dead?
Well, we found his cart, still with all of the good stuff inside.
I eat some meat for my
It's
wake up for breakfast.
It's dried, and it seems like there's enough here that that there was going to be an attempt to sell.
Free meat. Yes, I make up for my lack of a breakfast. Eat meat while looking sternly at the bird.
I guess
We'll go ahead and
for
perch myself on a tree, and I'll ask if they found anything.
Breakfast.
He's not wrong.
I mean, go ahead and eat. Oh, I'm gonna look for tracks.
Yeah, we'll look around the cart before we disturb the area too much.
All right, looking around the cart, you can see a pair of hooves leading away. You also see. Can you make a investigation check?
Oh. Yeah,
Birdman, give me guidance. I'm trying to do a thing.
I guess I can.
I
All
will-
right, I'll jump down and give guidance.
Since I'm closer, I'll give him guidance.
Oh, thank you,
I'll
not
take one- I'll
You can
take
give-
one of them.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll give guidance to one if Ian gives guidance to the other.
13.
18.
Okay, so Laura, your character Kat, she's able to find the horse tracks,
Cool.
and there appears to be some like large footprints here as well. When I say large, I mean you feel like it's the length of 3 of your feet.
Ow.
And Lou, you see a larger set of paw prints, like larger than the horses.
Like
paw
owlbear size?
prints. Huh?
Like owlbear size?
Make a nature check.
Guidance is only good for 1, right?
Yeah, you can re-up if you really want to.
Have you seen the way I roll?
I haven't.
I got an 11 with guidance.
Yeah, you'd say that's about right. About owlbear size.
Yeah, it's probably that one that I tried to kill. I
Would
could
it be
compare the
possible
both
that-
guys if I still had the body.
Would it be possible that something turned a person into an owlbear?
Well, I'm glad we didn't kill him.
I don't know if anyone's wasting like polymorph spells on turning people into owlbear.
And horses.
Huh. I mean, if it's a curse, I can try. Let's see. Can I get rid of curses at some point? I mean, if we think there's a curse, I can try and remove the curse. I just need to sleep again.
Well, the owlbears aren't here right now, so can we see which way the tracks lead off to?
They seem to head in the direction of the path that you were following.
Do they look like fresh?
Based on like the amount of moisture in them and stuff, I guess you would say they're a day, maybe two old.
Probably closer to 2 then, since like the cabin was all torn up and everything from the owlbears. So it looked like they had slept there at some point. So 2 days.
Okay.
You wouldn't say that the damage was enough on the cabin to be the owl bears were sleeping there. There was like a distinct lack of like feces and stuff like that would have told you of a long-term stay.
Okay, that's fair. Ooh, that's rough. So it didn't happen after we saw them, but it probably happened before we saw them. So, and the owlbears, did they run off in this direction the previous night?
They went more westward. You've headed north.
Okay. Well, okay, there goes tracking them now. Alrighty. What about the horse? Do we see any blood splatters or?
Not in your immediate area.
And you said it looked like. What did the stuff look like it was cut with? Did it look like it was cut with a knife, or did it look like it was cut more with a claw
Tear.
or hook or torn?
It was more of a knife cut, you would guess.
So he knew the owlbears were there and ditched the cart with the food and stuff inside, hoping to detract the owlbears, and he escaped on horse.
Maybe they just wanted to leave it behind.
Maybe it was his trap for the owlbears.
It caught Meepo instead.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything to do with this thing. There's not really anything here that interests me, as I don't really need any supplies from it or anything like that.
Do we want to try and track down the owlbears? So do we want to try and track down the owlbears?
No, they went a different direction.
Yeah, that's.
And we're on the.
If the stuff was cut with a knife, it wasn't owlbears.
Yeah, the owlbears probably came after, especially being that there's a distinct lack of blood in the entire area. So, and clearly the owlbears didn't mind attacking upon provocation.
How thoroughly have we searched the cart?
You threw off the blanket and found the leathers and the dried meat.
Tasty meat.
Meepo's still sitting in the back, crunching happily.
Load up, Meepo. Let's get a move on.
Yeah, but let's keep moving down towards where we need to go.
Did we look under the cart?
You did not.
Okay, can we look under the cart real quick?
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Cool boxes attached to the bottom side of it.
Cool boxes?
Cool boxes.
I mean,
I was thinking the same thing, so if he didn't do it, I was going to.
you see a wheel and axle.
Only one? That's weird.
Are they magical cards?
It's a rickshaw.
I'm sure that you meant that there were wheels and axles appropriate to the cart, but sorry, couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
All right. So there's nothing of note under the cart, basically.
Let's go.
No. I think, yeah, there's nothing there.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So you continue walking along the path. You continue to see the footprints, the trees that are pushed aside. You eventually, like, you feel like you're heading downhill. You see a break in the trees, and okay. You see two. You see two shapes. One large. The other huge. And you hear the sound of running water. You approach through the sound of the trees and you see some movement.
Can I make out what that movement is?
Make a perception check.
I'm seriously just going to stop rolling because I keep rolling nothing but single digits.
Why are you not guiding yourself?
I don't think I could.
You can.
Did you say I can or I can't?
Can.
Oh, I can.
Yes. But
Oh, I know that.
so but before you can guide yourself,
By the way,
everyone hears like a low sound.
Was that supposed to be a growl?
I think so.
And then suddenly
Hmm.
you hear a grunt, and then a bunch of sound of crashing trees as a gigantic boulder is thrown in your direction.
Well,
Rude.
This is not a good thing.
Roll
shit.
initiative.
Yay!
we're rolling initiative again? Wow, two battles.
What
Okay.
am I rolling initiative against?
We're rolling initiative against the boulder.
The
How
boulder.
about the saving throw?
Actually, we're rolling initiative because of a rolling boulder.
Wait, are we sure it's a
Make an attack against the boulder.
guys? Are we sure it's a boulder and not a d20?
Huh.
Say D20. Yes.
Breaking the fourth wall.
All right. So here, let me actually. Everyone,
Double digits.
everyone make a dex save, and then depending on a certain value will determine if you guys get hit. I roll against your AC or not.
Wait, you mean like a saving throw?
No,
Your dex saving throw?
yeah, go ahead and make it a dex save, actually.
I rolled a natural 1.
All right. So for a natural one, this will definitely hit you.
18.
Okay.
14.
14.
13.
For me.
Dex save is 10. And what was Levi's?
13.
Wait, aren't you?
What was Levi's again? Sorry, I heard too many voices.
13.
13. Okay.
Chris, aren't you in the air?
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, Meepo's the only one to pass.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Now, against everyone's AC.
I need a soundboard with Stitch sound queued up.
I need to get better with like describing when I'm in the air and when I'm walking.
That hits Click. That hits Levi. Your AC is 17, correct, Lou?
That's correct.
All right. And Laura gets hit with a natural 1. All right. So for Click and for Levi and for
Do you mind if I ask what it rolled against me?
what it rolled?
Yeah, because you said it was facing my AC, right?
Yeah. I rolled a natural 14.
Okay. I mean, my AC is 15, so if there's a +1 in there, then yeah.
There's a +8.
Oh, well then yeah.
Yeah, +8 is hard to go against.
But don't worry, it's not too bad of damage.
I think you forget that I'm not as healthy as my druid was, and even my druid was pretty crappy.
So, Click, Levi, and Katya take 23 points of bludgeoning damage as this rock crashes through the trees and
Not
strikes
that
all of you. Meepo, you rolled out of the way when you've heard the sound, taking ducked and covered, and then Lou, you barely rolled out of the way when you saw the object coming.
Plot twist, I followed Meepo.
Did it hit the wagon?
No, you've moved on from the wagon.
No, did the rock hit the wagon?
It did not hit the wagon.
Okay, meat is safe.
We left the wagon.
Meat is
Yeah,
safe.
we're not at it.
Oh, we still at the wagon.
No,
So-
we can't.
To describe your vision, as with this newly opened window as this boulder was tossed through the trees, you see in front of you by the river with red gore dripping from its teeth, as well as its companions, a hill giant and a dire wolf. It looks to them like they've been splitting a horse carcass between them.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's not good.
You hear the dire wolf has its hackles raised, and your quick assumption was that it heard you coming and pointed it out to the hill giant, and the hill giant was the one that threw the boulder. They roar at you, and I'm going to write down our initiatives, and we'll start next time with combat.
All right, sounds good.
Enjoy. This is
Laura, the footprint that you saw that was 3 times bigger than yours,
Direwolf.
hill giant.
Hill giant. Right. Thank you.
So initiative for Click,
12.
12. Levi,
14.
14. Lou,
Let me roll up to it. What was it? 17.
17. Oops, not 174. Meepo,
Hey.
10.
and Katya,
8.
8. And we've got Hill Giant Guy and his direwolf pal.
So, Logan, I just want you to know when you said that the damage wasn't all that much,
Yeah?
it took me from 36 down to 13.
Ooh.
I'm
Yeah.
super healthy. I don't think anybody else is super healthy.
I have untouched.
Took me down to 12.
I have a max of 48.
Of what?
48.
But yeah, we'll kick off our game next time with that. They basically got a surprise round on you because they knew you were coming.
That's fair.
How far away are they?
Oops. They are, according to this map.
Oh, there we go.
Oops. Yeah.
Not 80
sorry.
feet. Okay. 70 or 80 feet.
Yeah.
David, playing cat like Crunk is even better because I have speak with animals.
Squeaker, squeaker.
Fantastic. Oh my god.
But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the new group. I'm trying to do, a bit more dungeon crawly, combat mystery kind of thing. So
Yeah.
starting out.
So I miss being a rogue. It's very fun.
I'm enjoying the multiple combats, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think that every session we should have like 4 or 5 battles, but every once in a while having like 3 or 4 fights in one session,
Mm-hmm.
kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps us on our toes.
I'm
Every
just-
once in a while, hack and slash is a good way to go. But
I'm learning to play dumb and cleric.
I gotta
Or not
remember.
cleric and paladin. There we go. Eventually I'll come to the right thing.
you're
Gotta
just
remember to put their health in here.
Chris, did you say you have 36 hit points total?
Total, yeah.
I've only got 35.
Oof.
Now, on my turn, I've already planned my first move. I'm going to use my Preserve Life Channel Divinity ability, and I'll be able to divide 25 HP amongst all of us.
Divided.
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool.
But we can't heal up more than half our total hit point value.
Wow. You all probably should all not get hit.
So,
David, what do you have?
I got like 33 for a max anyway to begin with. So
Take Ian's, double it, and add 1.
I didn't catch Ian. So you have like 60 something?
No.
I didn't catch what Ian's was.
71.
35.
How did you manage that?
Damn.
Barbarians get like D12 for.
I thought I was doing pretty well as a paladin. My goodness.
My
I was like,
constitution's 18, so it's a +4 every level on top of the D12.
So minimum 20.
Hmm.
No, minimum is.
Oh yeah, you get max at the bottom. So 16 for that, and then assuming average 11 times 4, 44, 16, 70. You know, 60, 60. That's average.
60 is?
60 would be average with maximum first level.
Huh.
So yeah, you know, barbarians be tanky.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
they do.
Cool.
Good job.
You said against me. I like not getting hit still. But
Yeah.
I will try to tank wounds for other people around me.
Yeah,
So
it should be good. Control sword. Yeah, Lou, you're up first. When we start next time.
all right, cool. I'm having a blast, by the way. It's good to play with you all again. I will be available next week. I don't know what my availability the first week of February is going to be like, but I will keep in contact on that.
I will be available next Thursday.
I will be available as well.
'Cause I work nights now.
I think I can do next Thursday, but we might need to shift to like a bi-weekly thing because I'm trying to branch out like beyond this one group. It's like it's not you guys. It's just like I'm trying to reconnect with friends from high school, and like I have to do that online because some of them are in Virginia, for example. And like I try to limit my time online so that way I still have time with Hope.
That makes sense.
Cool.
Understandable.
But yeah, all right. So we'll shoot for next Thursday then.
Okay.
Alright. We're good.
Sounds good.
We'll see how you guys do against the Hill Giant and his dire wolf friend.
All right. You guys have a good night.